We're back. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to even mess down there today. Instead, it's cold out today. It's got a nice little burst to it. It's North Carolina. Where's the heat? It's been a strange winter. I wanted to do a little more exploring in here. I can't tell if this is, yeah, this has been dug. Yeah, I see that. That's been dug. It makes sense because there was a large dump right there that I dug. I think I might have actually looked in there once. It didn't even pan out, so just kind of go around and look to see what's actually falling out of the ground. See if I can feel anything. That's a lot of erosion right there. There's a groundhog hole. I dug that. It wasn't, somebody had previously dug there. It wasn't very great. Let's go see what this last ravine looks like. I'm trying to figure out where the oldest spot is on this dump site. I haven't found it yet. Weird. Alright, so we got a dig hole there. It looks like I never dug this. The only thing I dug in this little ravine is down at the midsection down there. So this looks like it's been dug. I don't see anything coming out. This is all spoils here. That's probably natural. Is there anything in it? Yeah, that's all silt. Nothing in it. This is all spoils here. Somebody dug right up into that. Interesting. Interesting. I did find some nice old stuff down here, though, in this ravine. Remember, they go through the path of least resistance. This is my spoils pile right there. I dug here, and I dug up here, but that was it. I dug mostly down here. And there really isn't anything that way, as far as what the probe says. But then again, you can't really rely on the probe, because like I showed you on that last hole I dug, it was a lot of fill. That is my spoils pile there. Ooh, it's chilly out today. And this stuff wasn't great over here either. So, not as old as I wanted. That's a 1915 though. That was a deep hole. It was deep. I did probe the side, and there was stuff in the side, especially that one there. So that's potential. Just looking for signs of that's kind of ashy, isn't it? That's a lot of fill right there. Cork top. Let me stick my shovel in there real quick. Let me just dig that out and see what's in this pile right here. It's interesting because it's right in the middle of everything. Let's grab the shovel. Do a little bit of digging. There we go. Come on, get out of there. Alright. Whew. You give me a hard time already this morning. Yeah, let me just get in here and do a little bit of investigation real quick. Let's see what we got going on. Yeah, it's just a big pile of fill material that they had dumped here, but there's nothing in it. I guess I don't know why they would dump all that fill right in one spot. Interesting. No evidence of anything down in there. Usually they kick up at least something. Well, I guess he did. A little something. Ketchup. What else did he kick up? Anything? Let me do that. Let me dig into that real quick and see what's in that. And I want to dig into that. Just into that side right there and see. No, this one doesn't look too bad. A lot of surface stuff right there already. I'll dig into it and see what we got. This might be the golden hole. Maybe. Maybe. Alright. I gotta get some of that kudzu out of there. Let's dig into that. See what's in there. Very strange. A lot of surface material, but nothing inside. Huh. That's interesting. That is interesting. Alright, let's check over there. Alright, so you see where groundhog dug down in. You gotta get just a little bit below him, because if you look down inside, that's all fill material. There's a lot of debris laying on top of this. What's that? That is really cool looking. It's broke off on this end. But still, you clean that up, that's gonna look good hanging up. You can even weld on like a little hook or something. That's nice. Let's put that right there. We'll save that. Oh, what do we got? Well, let's dig into this and see if there's anything in it. Doesn't quite look like an ink. Schaefer's ink, yeah, it is an ink. Alright. That's some thick glass. Woo. Alright, let's dig into this and see what's there. Again, nothing. Nothing but surface. Interesting. That is interesting. On the hunt So here's a spot I test pitted before, probably a couple years ago. Probably didn't find much, but everything's getting so slim around here right now. I might just start digging into it and see what's in there. Yeah, might as well, won't hurt. Let's do that. Let's just dig in there and see what's there. Yeah, that's why. That's why I didn't dig here. There's only a small amount of debris laying on top. I don't know. Let's just dig into it and see what happens. It's all frozen today. Everything's frozen. It's not a very deep layer at all, but there are a couple things in there. There's a Vicks, but look at this. Looks to be intact. Got a lot of crackle on it. It had silver or gold? Gold, it looks like. Interesting. Curious to know the date on that. A hinge. I mean, if a marble or two falls out, that'll be great, right? But, that's slim pickings right there. There's not much. I'll go up and I'll test pit here and there and see what else is in this spot. I'm not expecting much. It looks like a small little dump. Small little dump spot, yeah. Oh yeah, this is a tiny little spot. A couple little things came out of it. Nothing great. But, we looked. That's what matters, right? I'll set these out here in the middle with the knee high. That was it. Now, look at that gray pig thing. Boy, that would have been nice, huh? Put that over the top of it. Alright, and we'll test that. We'll test that up there and see. Big fat no there, big fat no there, and there. Huh. Doesn't seem like it's very good over this way. Interesting. I mean, you got coal down in all that, but there's nothing else in it, really. Bits and pieces of stuff. And that's a cork top, but... Well, we got some goodies down here, at least. But I don't know if I had put these here previously. Probably. Whoops. Let's be careful. Yeah. I don't think I dug into this wall right here, though. And it doesn't look that promising, though. Just keep going until you hit a nice spot. It's the name of the game. It's interesting because the last time I was here, I had cleared out a whole bunch of this kudzu, right? And after I got done chopping it with my chopper thingy, what do you call that? Chopper thingy. All this dust came up, and I just happened to be going down closer to the soil, and I breathed it in. That night I was sick. Severe allergy symptoms. I took a little bit of Juice Plus, and in the morning I was perfectly fine. Weird. Just weird. I didn't know kudzu could do that, but I guess anything in large amounts, especially in your lungs, that could happen. So, yeah, you don't want to be breathing this stuff. Yeah, it's got all kinds of stuff in it. Coal ash, you know. That's not good. All right, let me dig into this and see what happens. Yeah, this is all fill material. Just dumped here again in a big, huge heap and pile. Where's the actual dump? Move down here a little bit. Looks like somebody did a little digging right there, maybe. It definitely looks like somebody did some digging right there. That wasn't me. I see what they did. They came down into the top of the pile. Was there anything in this? And there's nothing in that. I don't know why they dug that much. There's absolutely nothing in this. You can see all my test pits. Interesting. They didn't dump a whole lot over in these last two ravines. They're over in the first and second. Yeah, somebody did some serious digging right there. Huge hole. But man, I don't even really see where his spoils pile went. It looks like he dug straight up through like I did. That's a milk. And it's frozen. Can I get it unwedged without breaking it? No. There's nothing on this one, but there's a log here. Oh, look at all that debris down there. I wonder if this is all spoils, though. Yeah, let me do a little probing in here and see if you missed any little pockets. Whoever came here and dug this wasn't me. I dug in there just a little bit, just at the bottom, just to see if he went all the way down. And he did. Yeah, yeah, just a no-name milk. But you know what? You know, it's still a milk bottle. Look, it could still display as a milk bottle. And you can go online all day long and buy little painted stickers for these bottles that look original. And somebody will buy that for a couple bucks. Yeah. Some kind of leaf spring. There's evidence of somebody. It's not me, because I don't drink soda, especially Pepsi. Ooh. I gotta answer that. It's hard to say if this is spoils or not. I mean, who would leave that? Magnesia. And that's worth, what, $6 to $9 for somebody. Nice cobalt blue. That's really nice to display. You know, there's tons of them, but still, I mean, you can make a couple bucks off that. I think what I'm going to do, because this is all spoils here. God, I should actually dig into all this and go through it. If that's in here, and a milk, who knows what else. There are some people that just look for soda bottles and, you know, kind of leave everything else. So, or maybe they're just looking for whiskey bottles and leave everything else, or I don't know. I don't leave my bottles in the soil. I take them out and put them in piles. That way if somebody comes by, they don't have to go through the trouble of digging it. Just have to look down and grab and go. Yeah, I'm nice like that. Yeah, let me dig into that just a little bit more and see what's down there. It's a fantastically deep debris layer. The problem is not knowing how much is spoils. Let's go up here and take a gander. Alright, so if we look, there's a hole. There's a hole, there's a hole. This looks like it's been dug with small little sample holes up there. That possibly was dug. This is definitely a spoils pile right here. And there's a little bit of spoils here. It looks like the spoils are going down, but not all the way. There's a large tree here. That could be an old telephone pole too. And there's another tree right there. So it looks like their spoils ends right there. So if I dig right there, that should be virgin. That should all be virgin right here. Alright, let me grab my shovel and get to work here, huh? See what we can find. It's worth a shot. What I'll do, I'll start down here. There's another tree. I'll start down here and I'll work my way in. And I'll work my way over there. I'm going to remove that tree and remove that. Is that another milk of magnesia? Boy, those are really easy to find. Alright, let me go grab my big shovel. It's over that way somewhere, I think. Without falling on this. This is like a pure solid slipperiness. Ooh. There's my shovel. I can see it sticking up. I need to just go down. Like right here. Just pick a spot and go straight down. That's what I need to do. Alright, that's all. I dug all that. Now, that's interesting. Interesting. Should I do it? Yes, no, maybe so. It looks like a big spoils pile, though. We'll do it. Let's see what's in that. If it is a spoils pile, maybe there's some good stuff left over in it. At least we can investigate it. That's too bad on that porcelain sign. Boy. Any marbles? Marblies, where are you? Marbles. Don't see any marbles. Got something big and disky. That's a rim. Rim to something. Can't tell if this spot has been dug. I don't know. Can't tell. And it looks like it was dug down a little bit, doesn't it, maybe? It didn't go into there. Probably because that log was there. Didn't go into there, probably because that log was there. I'll do it. It's a high jack. JAC. I think that's the first one I've dug in here. I don't know anything about it. I don't know what year. Charlotte. Huh. It's interesting. Interesting. Some frozen ground. It's frozen, man. Yeah. Alright, let's keep going. I'm curious to know to what extent this was dug. This is obviously a little dug test pit right here. Ooh. Art Deco. We'll save it. This is a little test pit, it looks like. I don't know how deep it goes. Not very, obviously. So that's it. Okay. So we got a little dig spot there. I don't think any of this was dug past the point that I'm standing. When I dug into that, it kept going, and that's not spoils. That's spoils, but that's clay. That's soot. I don't think that would have ran off like that anyway. So this should all be virgin right here, untouched ground. Let's jump in there and take a look. We'll save everything we find. You just never know. Could be something interesting, some good information on something that we needed. Yeah. We'll just fill in this little ravine as we go down. Make it easier to walk up and down. Alright, let's get going. I don't know, do you want to watch me dig? Maybe I can find a spot to prop you up here. There's a log. Let me see. Yeah. I think I can just prop you up right here. Maybe. What's that? Huh. I don't know. I can use it. There we go. Put a little hole in the ground. Alright, hope you can see. I'll just do a little bit of digging here. See what pops up. Broken food jar. Yeah, this doesn't look like spoils to me. Good. Kinda looking like spoils, but not. I know other people don't dig these, and they don't mention all the rest of the stuff that's in here beside the bottles. Most diggers do not even touch and mess around with. They don't inform their guests. I do. That is a 23 Concord busted bottom. It'll still display. It's worth saving. What's this? See, these give you nice dates. All you gotta do is look it up. Crown China Co. Crown China Co. with scaly green. Yeah. Alright. Well, I'll bring you back if I pop up anything semi-interesting, like a button. That's a button. Alright, got a lot of digging to do. Still trying to determine if this is spoils. Because look, who leaves that? Nothing wrong with it. Mint cola. It's got a tiny little ding on the bottom, but man, there is nothing wrong with that. Oh, it's got a little tiny crack right there, but still displayable, sellable, and I'll save it. I'll save that one. Why not? I need to put these someplace else because I'm going to end up moving this log. I'll clear out a spot right there and build a little shelf. Look at that. I just peel that back and find some bottles. Really bad knee high. That's savable. That's savable. I don't know for how long. Got ice in it. That's why you turn your bottles upside down, folks. Made in Japan. Alright, I need to build a shelf, put all my bottles. That's what we have so far from a spot that, you know, maybe has been dug, maybe not. I don't know. There are a couple keepers in there already. That mint cola, I'll take that. I'll take these milk and magnesias too. I got tons of them, but still, that Coke is savable. A little ding here and there. I'm not looking for top value on everything. I'm looking for uniqueness and just to have an item from this age period. That in itself is something. Most people don't. Or most people don't even have any idea what they're looking at when they look at a bottle that old. Who made it? Where did it come from? What was in it? The story behind it. That's why I like looking for the snake oil bottles. Oh man, those things. The story those things have. Cease and desist. Those bottles are awesome. That's what I'm looking for. But I'm saving everything else too as I find it, so you save them as you go. You know, somebody would want those. I'm taking that mint cola with me, so. Look at this. First time I found one in a dump. I found them at old home sites. Do you know what that is? That is a crucible for melting material. And then, you know, pouring it out and making stuff. It could be gold or silver, or we'll have to clean out the bottom and see actually what's in there. That's a nice find right there. People collect crucibles. Yeah, people collect everything. Come on, you know that. So, if this has been dug before, somebody left behind a lot of stuff. So, and you know, that's the deal. It doesn't hurt to go back and look through someone else's spoils if it is indeed spoils. Definitely doesn't. Some kind of iron there. I'm hoping there's more crucible stuff right there. That's a nice rich spot right there, whatever's going on. Okay, we got something popped out right there. Broken top. Is that a generic ketchup? It's a fancy one if it is. J. Ritter. Yeah, Philly. That's a fancy ketchup. What are we gonna find today? That's the question. What's gonna pop into our hands today? Something good, I hope. Ever find a Vicks like that? I think I may have seen those before. That's interesting. Alright, so I got it kind of leveled out. I think I'm going to start going down, and everything's just going to go over the side and fill in that spot down there. Once I go down, see if I can get down, well, as far as I can. I don't know, 5 feet, 6 feet, 10 feet. We'll see how deep we can get until we run out of goods, right? And then we'll cut into all that. I want to get underneath that spoils pile right there. Yeah. Because, yeah, I was finding bottles in there, and that's not spoils right there. So, I want to go underneath that tree because someone else didn't. But I will. Let's start going down. Okay, let's do it. I might have you tilted up or down just a little bit too much. Okay, there we go. Ooh. That's a nice top. Start over here, and I kick the dirt out right there. That way I can scoop it off the end. I don't like just tossing it. I like throwing it down so I can see what's in it. Oh, there's stuff down here. Oh, man, this is quite a layer. Deep debris layer. Looking for a debris layer like that. Perfume, broken. Is that one of those old mailbox slots? In a door or something? You know what I'm talking about? Right there. Is that a mailbox slot? Interesting. Let me know what you think. Something like that, cleaned up, could be, repainted and with the U.S. mail on it, It could fetch a nice little price. Somebody would want that. Southern Searcher. If you haven't watched him, he's phenomenal. He goes out, just that energy on Scott is unbelievable. You think I dig holes? This guy digs them every single day, non-stop. And he makes it look so easy. He's never breathing heavy. It's just amazing. Anyways, someone he was kind of mentioning that someone was getting on him about mentioning prices of bottles and stuff all the time. So what? What do you do this for? For free? I mean, come on. How ridiculous, right? Of course you do this for the money. How much you can get out of something. You come out here and you spend all your time digging a great big hole out in the middle of nowhere, spending your energy, your life's energy. You should be able to profit. That's the American way, So good grief to whoever said that to Scott. You need to back off. That's just ridiculous. Go away. Stop watching. Just go away. Luckily, nobody said that to me yet, because, I just don't hold back on my comments. But anyways, yes, it is about the value of things. We are treasure hunters. I'm a relic finder. I'm a treasure hunter. I find bottles. Whatever has value, to someone else, whatever they're willing to pay. Why not? Why not? Let's get back at it. Let's find some stuff. You know what I'm saying, right? Of course you do. Of course you do. My followers are a little smarter than most, I would think. All right. Slate. That's roof slate. Oh, look, you can see the lines on it. The perforation lines so that they can snap it easily. These, I went around my hometown. There's only a few roofs out there that still have slate on them. I'm wondering if I should start saving the slate, but I don't think so. I don't think they would buy it to put on their house to replace broken slate. But anyways, wishful thinking. What did we get there? Big boy or something? Oh, Frosty. A busted. Oh, a Billy Boy. Billy Boys and these Frosties, they look kind of the same. Bummer. Can't do anything with that. Found a lot of pharmacies so far. Quite a few pharmacies in here, which says that if somebody dug this, they didn't put them in a pile. And why would you just toss these? So I'm not thinking it's a spoils pile. I mean, why would anybody leave that? A crucible. You wouldn't. Oh, that's an interesting little bottle for a small. It says, we guarantee an ounce of alloy, not a bottle full. Whatever that means. I like it though. Very cool. Script on the bottom as well. That's a keeper. It's the first I've ever found in here. I'm putting the keepers on this side. Yeah, keepers there. Was that amber? That is. Well, it's not ancient or anything, but it's an amber little Vaseline. Alright, still going. I got a bottle right there showing. Oh, I'm gonna have to get in there in a couple minutes. No marbles yet. I always find it interesting when I find seashells like this. Where did the person from the 1920s find it? Did they go to the beach and bring it home and decide they didn't want it and tossed it? That's a jar. Doesn't say anything wonderful on it, but we'll save it. A little amber beauty. Yeah. Nice. I'm already hitting bottom. I'm already hitting the bottom of this, unless that's fill, but it doesn't feel like fill, it feels like clay. But it's still going down the hill. Underneath this spot is full, deeper. That's interesting. Look at that. It was some kind of bar glass or something. Salisbury Coke. Alright, gotta move a lot of material. There's a nice little script for a collector. Let's see if I can read it. Oh yeah, that's the Knowles. January 7th, 1924. That's a nice little script down there. Wow, look at that nice windmill scene with the sailboat. That might have been Dutch. Netherlands. Got a lot of immigrants back in the day from those areas. We'll save that. There's another script. Durwood. W.S. George. Something, something, made in USA. We'll see what we can find on that one as well. That's a 1915 Coke. Concord, North Carolina. Got a broken top though. It's a good age section right here, at least. Gotta dig that way more. Saving that for last. Well, that's a first for me too. Frostilla. Fragrant lotion. It's got a cool name. Frostilla. We'll save it. Somebody will want it. Just trying to push all this material back. I've hit some kind of natural. I don't know if it's silt or I don't know. We'll find out. Well, it looks like it's going deeper on this side over here. So, and there's a bottle right there. Okay. Yeah. Alright, I gotta get this material pushed forward. Whew. Oh, there's a milk bottle I haven't found in here yet either. It's a K9, sealed K9. Never ever heard of that one or found anything similar to it in all the years I've dug in this dump. So, it's interesting. That's what you look for. You look for things that, I mean, if you're in a dump for the town, a town dump, and you have been there for a few years, and you're only finding one thing of something, chances are it's rare. Or it comes from pretty dang far away, which is unique in itself anyway. So, what is this? Is that a White House? An unmarked White House? Or is it a generic oil or vinegar? What's on the bottom? Interesting. Generic. Maybe copiers of the White House. I don't know. Man, this is loaded down here. This was a nice little spot. Gotta keep my eyes open for marbles. I started going slower, started to use my small shovel. What is this? Almost thought that was a giant marble. It could be a shifter. A custom shifter for a hot rod. That kind. With the hole in the center. Interesting. Whew. Wow. First I've ever found one of those in here. Man, this hole's like all kinds of firsts. Now, let me see if I can find that $1,000 marble. That'd be nice too. That'll be a first. That was another one of those Durwood W.S. George. I think that's a 1698 or 1898. It might be like the original date, or it just could be a stamp number identifying that type of plate. Just in case you were fine dining at some 1920s restaurant and saw that platter and said, ooh, I really want one of those. It's got the company name and the number on it. You just order it. Call them up and order. Yeah, they had phones in the 20s. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, this little spot right here is just loaded. Let's see if we get the script on this one. Or is this one going to be generic too? Generic vinegar. Interesting. And most of that has come out of this little spot right here. Yeah. And look at the color difference between this milk of magnesia and that one there. It's so much darker and grayer. Lots of glass in here. Just as I thought. Look at that. I don't drink this. This was somebody's bottle hoard that they had plucked out of here, but they left it. They left it in a vulnerable spot. Why would you leave it right here? Ketchups and everything else. It makes sense. There's a lot of useless bottles right there, as far as collecting goes, and you know. But that's that's a sure sign right there. Yeah. So, all right. Well, somebody was here in that spot right there. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna keep going down and go into that because it doesn't look like they went into there. Looks like they just dug up into that spot there, so. And they put their hoard right there. Interesting. It's interesting that they left all that stuff down. There's some nice milk of magnesias. There's some interesting ones like this Frostilla. I mean, geez, you know, it's a food product, but still, you know, it's interesting. Alright. Can't tell if this is all spoils. There are absolutely no soda bottles, which tells me a soda bottle hunter was here digging this. And they left behind all this stuff. Usually bottle diggers will take all this stuff out of the spoils and not just toss it back in the spoils. But this digger just decided to sift through all this stuff and just leave all the unwanted ones mixed in. It's all food, but you know, these are going to be collectible too someday. I mean, they are what they are. They're old bottles, food or not. It isn't all just about soda bottles and whiskey bottles. I mean, good grief, you know. Soda and whiskey, the things that aren't, they're luxury things. They make no sense, really. I think the food makes more sense, but if they had better looking food jars, you know, that's pretty cool. You put marbles in it or something, they'd look pretty good. Well, this looks interesting. Either they didn't dig deep enough or they didn't take that with them. Why? Because it's plain. It doesn't have anything on it. That's why. It doesn't have anything on it. That's still a nice bottle. Why would anybody throw that away? I'm wondering if they just didn't dig down that deep. I'm digging down as deep as I can to see how far. I guess if I find a soda bottle intact that deep, then I know they didn't go down that deep. They were definitely looking for soda bottles, because there isn't any in here. Just broken. And why they don't keep those, I don't know. Well, got quite a few bottles. Mostly all the unwanted ones, but there's a couple in there that, you know, are sellable. Right now, at least. What I'm curious to learn is how far over did this guy go? I had a feeling this was already dug. No marbles. Already hit down to the bottom. How far in did he go? Did he go underneath that tree? Let's find out. Let's bring all this down and find out. There have been a lot of milk tops in here. Just a lot. This stuff feels pretty compact. I'm almost thinking he didn't make it into that material. Could that be a sign? What? Oh man. Could that be another sign? That would be my luck, wouldn't it? We gotta get in there and find out. That's what I got so far. I don't think it's a sign. I think it's more some kind of bucket or pail or something like that. Nope, not a sign, just an enameled bucket. It is odd that it was way down there like that. That's in the silt. I wonder if it goes deeper. Huh. Oh, this might be spoils up here, but this doesn't look like spoils down here. Do you see how nice, got that nice banding on it? That's where all the debris seems to be. It's not a very thick layer, but it's got debris in it. And then this looks like it's all spoils. You see how it's all mixed? I mean, there's some banding in it, just not a whole lot. This looks like all spoils right here. Yeah, look. You just don't find those in 1920s dumps unless somebody's already been there. Digging in the 60s. Looks like somebody had thrown all these brick here. It's still nice to be able to dig through this stuff because you can figure out what they left behind. Why would you leave a nice ink? You know? And see what they missed. And see what they were taking. Yeah, that looks all spoils to me. Well, whoever was digging here missed a really nice glass stopper. What's this thing? Part of a necklace or something. No marbles yet. We got a marble. Man, that thing is tiny. That's a tiny marble. Interesting. I've never found one this small. A glass one. That might be the $1,000 marble right there. What do you think? You know, there's glass. See, I mean, this looks like virgin right there. All this up here looks definitely spoils. But down here looks virgin. And there's bottles down there, so you get what you can get, you know what I mean? And we got a marble. So, hey, I'm happy. Oh, what are we gonna get here? Menin? It's gotta be like perfume or something. Oh, it's still got its top on it. Little tiny, tiny screw top. That's actually a nice little bottle right there. Never found one like that before, so I found plenty of those. What's this one? Slick everywhere, slick, slick. Still got its top on too. Well, I give it to the last digger. They were just as ambitious as the relic seeker. That's all spoils. Every bit of it. Interesting. But, I mean, they weren't kind and they didn't place their bottles up here. And look at this one. Yeah, I know. What's that doing in here? Uh-huh. I mean, if you're gonna dig bottles, at least put the bottles that you find someplace out of the spoil pile. Because when the next guy comes in and starts digging, he's not gonna find those and think, oh, well, I'm in an okay spot, you know? He's gonna find everything that's broken and, you know, that kind of stuff. He's gonna know right away, I need to stop digging. But, yeah, I wanted to see the extent of this. And sure enough, whoever dug this, dug from the bottom, all the way through, and all the way up. Where are all the spoils? You see my spoil pile. It's weird. It's like they just were able to dig under and burrow like some kind of critter, underground critter, and then just, you know, gently leave the spoils behind. It's weird. Because, I mean, you got to create a hole in order to have spoils. Huh. I'm going to still keep going a little bit. I still want to see what's underneath that spoil pile right there. But that, I mean, that's pretty deep spoils right there. That is. Somebody did some work. Yeah, that's a nice one right there. Look at this. Fabrication Belgium. Made in Belgium. I'm not even going to try to figure that out. I'll have to zoom in and read that because, man, you know, old eyes. What can I say? It's a nice little piece. Well, I got one marble that was missed. Ha ha ha. You know what I'm saying? It's probably going to be an expensive one, too. Oh, yeah. That's what you get for missing marbles. Shouldn't miss marbles. My $1,000 marble. You should take more time. Be careful. And dig carefully. They definitely don't like these pharmacies. They didn't take any of them. Thinking we had some Belgian pottery. There's another one from Belgium. And that would have been nice. That's probably from Belgium too. Okay, the goal was to dig up under that log and see if that spoils. Sure enough, that is spoils. Alright. The sun is bright. Get down here. It's weird because it has a dark banding going through it. So I think just the top half is spoils. And the bottom could be good to go. I don't know. If it were me, I would have dug as deep as I could and then straight up and through. Doesn't look like that happened. And there was a lot of debris in here. That's a lot. Well, I think I'm gonna call it quits. That's nothing, you know. The only thing I have to offer are the scripts. So we'll keep all the scripts and we'll see if somebody wants to buy the lot of them, which they will. They always do. Yep. That's it. That's all you need to do. And I'll just include this little piece because it has a nice image on it. Stick that on eBay as a lot. And whoever collects these script marks, maybe they don't have those from Belgium. Or maybe they're missing one of these. Who knows? It's better to have than not to have. We can offer those to somebody. Yes, we can. Alright. Yeah, that's it. That's it for me. I'm done. Came, saw, dug, realized I probably shouldn't have dug there, but I needed to know. I needed to know the extent of this. Somebody was very ambitious. Just like me. Gotta expect bottle hunters to be like that. Alright, so we got a hole in the wall full of bottles. And not many I'm keeping. I got a couple milk bottles in there, a couple glass tops. That's what I'm keeping in there. So. Alright.